might be smaller without... Oh, there we go. It did that in a weird order. Okay, hey. Oh no, that's my Spotify playlist.
Wow.
Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Soups. I'm the Grungus, which is what we're calling the game master of this game. And I'm joined, of course, by my players, who are Josh playing Henry J. Orfeo, a vacationing builder man, Pandora LaCroix, an edgy teen on his Pokemon journey.
Jesus
Christ.
What the fuck?
Why did that make such a loud noise? Oh,
What?
Fancy played the card to turn me into Josh. Hold up. I don't know why it made that
was loud
sound.
as fuck.
Scared the shit out of me.
I had OBS open, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I also didn't know what was going on.
I was like, why am I hearing laser sounds?
I thought it was you with your soundboard for a second. I'll continue in a second. I have to log in to mix it up to set this to a different thing.
Nah, if it was my soundboard, it'd be more like...
Fair point. And I'm also joined by Boko, who's playing Liza Taylor, a nervous office worker.
That's putting it lightly.
And
An anxious office worker.
That's putting it lightly.
A terrified office worker.
Now I think you need to combine them. Like she's a pyramid of anxiety.
She's tearing Shervis.
What? Sure, let's go with that one.
now, hold on, this
He's
is going to be
Zack
interesting.
Schrader.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, Swissy. Swissy's not going to be...
Name is Hank.
It's time for you to listen to me.
Fuck yourself.
It's so good.
Wow.
I watched it so
I know
many
that.
times.
I know that whole fucking thing.
Wow. Wow. My daddy and my mommy.
And my daddy and my mommy.
Oh boy. Anyway, last time the party figured out the egg business. The professor told them to come back in the morning, essentially. So they went out to do some stuff. They all had their first training session, so pretty much everybody's Pokemon got upgraded to the beginner rank, so they're not all completely worthless. You all went to the Pokemon Center to heal up. You all went shopping. And then you decided to take on one of the quests at Hi Hat, the local tavern. The quest you decided to go on was to figure out what's been spooking, I think it was Ruth's sheep. Yes, Farmer Ruth and her sheep Pokemon were being spooked. You found the culprit was a Zorua, and it turned into a Mightyena and scared off one of the sheep who had shown some attachment to Liza, which then ran away into the forest, and you all bravely chased after it. And after Liza calmed down the Mareep, a Corvisquire dove out of the tree at you. And that's where you're at right now. So let me go ahead and fire up the boss music. Alright, and I'm going to need everybody to give me initiative rolls.
I shoot it with my gun.
Ah, damn. Pandora pulls out his Glock. Blat blat.
Boss
Lucky.
counter over.
I don't know. Aren't Corvisquires like made of metal or something?
Corviknights are.
Not quite.
I'm thinking of Corviknight, right?
Yes. Would you...
Unfortunately, this one is just a defenseless bird.
Alright, let me make sure I'm on the
Trixie,
chat.
where you at? There you are.
Oh man, my
Are you sure you rolled the initiative correctly?
I think
I
my
clicked
biggest
on the
gripe is that the
We
trainer
can't
in
click
Pokemon
on it,
are-
remember?
Oh,
It
you're
doesn't work
right.
out.
It's
Yeah, how
insight
much
plus
was it?
alert is the bonus. You just roll a d6 and add that to it.
What was it? Sorry, you
cut
got
out.
talked to her.
Insight plus alert.
Okay,
And then
let
you
me
add that number to a d6. So you roll a d6 and add that number to it.
Insight. So could I just do like the generic roll for that?
No, because that makes a pool still.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Is it not Dex plus
It's
alert? I
Dex
thought it was
plus alert.
Dex plus alert.
It's Dex plus alert. You're right.
God damn it. I'm re-rolling then.
That's fine.
Where is?
I got a 1 anyway. Woo! Consistency.
Ah,
So it's
why. Am I
1d6 plus Dex.
All right.
Plus
So
Dex plus
you're
Or
using
plus-
Mike.
plus
Are you using?
yeah,
Are you using Trixie or Gus, Pandora?
Let me decide. Hang on. Let me look at Gus. What did I do? to him last time?
Wait a second. Oh, so is it the score a bonus or score?
The score is your bonus to. to your roll.
Dex?
So you roll a d6 plus your dex score. What are you asking? Hold on.
Score or
D6.
bonus?
Score? Oh, score.
Okay.
Your bonus should be 0.
Bonus is a bonus modifier.
Bonus do.
So yours is
It's
a plus
not.
1. Oh, hey, look at you.
I'll use Gus.
And I've got a 0 and
Let me
alert,
swap them out for
baby.
you.
Yes, please.
It should be under player characters. There we go.
But it is D6 plus whatever your score is for initiative, right?
Yes. So let me
Okay.
add Gus to the turn order. What's your... excuse me, Svanfy. I've DM'd many times. Me, Josh. Never a Pokemon game before, so this is quite interesting.
Never Pokemon game.
Alright, and let me...
Rat, I choose you!
Blay.
No.
Blay!
This is a bit for no one.
I know,
a
it's
bit
great.
for us.
Eat shit,
Yeah,
everybody else.
I don't think I've ever done any of my DMing on stream.
You have not. It's just been me and
I
Soups.
like doing offline DMing.
It's easier
Because
to
that
not
way
have
I
to
can just
perform.
say shit.
Yeah.
No pressure, and we can go for hours at a time. It's great.
Josh can't get canceled.
Alright.
Boko, the people are gonna assume things when you say that.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I am ready to do this.
That was on stream, so you can say incredible swissing.
Wonderful.
I think that may have also been on stream. I don't remember. Not on a D&D stream
I don't know what
specifically,
game that's
but...
from, dude.
That's just
It was
from
on Metal
Pokemon
Gear.
Snap.
Yeah, it was on
you're
Metal Gear. We
right.
talked about it.
Wonderful.
All right, make sure to pick whatever abilities you guys are using too, if you have a choice between two of them.
I have no choice.
So that means everyone but Swissy. I'm using Cute Charm.
Okay. And
I choose sturdy.
Excellent.
I choose levitate.
Great. All right, so the Corvus Square goes first. It is going to use Hone Claws. Great success. I mean, regular success. So that buffs its
okay,
strength
success.
and accuracy. So strength +1. I don't actually know if I can increase accuracy. I might just have to remember that. I think that just gives you an extra die, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll just have to remember that, because there's no place to add to that in the modifiers on the character sheet. Oh, no, wait, there is. It's right here. Cool. Anyway, that's Corvus Squire's first go. Gus, what are you doing?
Lick.
You gonna lick it?
We're gonna lick it. Hang on.
I'm gonna lick it.
Sure.
Alright, so Corvus Squire
Actually,
caws and
yeah.
scratch.
Nah, I will lick. Never mind.
It flies by a tree and like sharpens its claws against the tree, and then swoops back into the meadow. And you are having Gus disappears and reappears behind the Corvus Squire and attempts to lick it. Roll the bones. That's a 3,
Roll
baby.
the
That's a
lick.
success. So go ahead and roll your chance dice to see if it paralyzes. That'd be really good for you guys. All
Bada
right.
bing.
Let me check something real quick. It is going to attempt to evade. So it needs
Nappy's
to roll at least
wondering
3.
if we
It does
saw
not.
the card pack redeem from
I
Fandy.
did not. Hold on. Babe, can
Let
you
me
get that?
see. Where? I'm just trying to see.
I actually don't see. Oh, it was right at the beginning of the stream.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why.
I can
I
get
did
it.
not. Can you get it? Thank you. All right, so he does not do the evade, but his counters still go up. So you lick. He's also paralyzed. I need to remember what that means. So go ahead and roll your damage also.
And then I have to ask every time. I don't put anything for defense/special defense, right?
Nope, I will do that myself.
Okay.
So that's 2 ghost damage, physical.
Bada bing.
That minus.
Yeah.
the
When I
defense.
retrained Gus, I pretty much did whatever I could to make Lick
Like could be
Accurate.
the thing. Well,
Maybe it's
Yeah.
3 packs. It's 3 cards per pack, right?
yeah, yes, correct.
Yeah, you
All right,
should have
so
your pack.
Corvus Squire takes 1 damage, but it is paralyzed now, and I'm gonna really quick double check what that does, because I don't know for sure. It's under my rules pages.
Defense, guys.
It has at least 1 defense. Oh, is that what paralyzed does?
What?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just assumed it has 1 defense because it took 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, yes, correct. It has at least that number.
It could have more. Because one
status
is the middle.
conditions. Here we go.
Ah.
Paralysis. For the duration of this status, the subject loses 2 points in dexterity and moves at half its speed or can't move at all. And it lasts for 24 hours. Holy shit. Alright, so let me take -2 defense into its, or -2 dex into its shit. That's going to make
Does
it
move
wicked.
speed affect anything with the way we're playing?
Not really. It would affect stuff for, like, range, I think, but for the way we're playing, probably not. For this encounter, at the very
Fair enough.
least. So yeah, it's paralyzed. It's at -2 dexterity. The Mareep gets behind you, Liza, and is scared.
Aww.
Aw.
Wuffy is up.
One, I'm gonna pet the Marika as a free action for Lisa, and I'm going to.
Wait, Mulligai lost all their points? What the fuck
Yeah,
happened?
Molokai spent all his
Maga
points.
spent all of his points on,
On
cards.
what?
Eventually on cards. Finally drained them all from that bastard.
Nice.
Remind me, do we have move speed or is just this like
You can
very?
just go up to it. I will say when
Okay.
when Gus licked the Corvus Squire, it kind of like fell out of the ground.
It fell out of
Fe-
the ground.
It fell out of the sky and is kind of like trying to recover on the ground now, so Wuffy can definitely get to it.
Wuffy's going to Pound Town.
Alright,
What?
hit him.
Feet.
Looking for at least a 1.
Yeah, I know.
Fine, boom.
1 second. Trying to you expanded these. How do I unexpand these?
To what? What are you
There. I had to check it. Come on, 50-50.
Hey!
It's
You
50-50.
hit. Alright, so go
Let's
ahead and roll
go
damage.
Ignore spin special.
4 damage. Okay. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, it takes 1 damage. So Wuffy walks up to this bird as it's trying to like shake the paralysis out of its feathers and smacks him right across the face. Corvus Squire looks annoyed, to be sure.
I mean, how would you feel if a balloon walked up to you and punched you?
Pretty annoyed, I guess. Mike, it's
Next
Mike's
is Henry
turn.
walks up and punches him.
No, that's not till the end of the round.
It's true.
All right, Mike is up.
Mike.
Only slower
Well.
the interest rates. Can you get Josh's cards also, babe?
Okay, how many cards did Josh get?
3.
3 packs from
No,
Josh?
one pack from Josh.
1 pack of 3 for Josh?
Yes.
I don't have enough.
Mike is
channel
going to
points.
attempt to Thunder Shock.
All right. Thundershock is, I think, ranged, so it doesn't have to get up there to do it if you don't want to. It's kind of up to you, I guess.
I'll just hang back then.
Yep.
Fine.
Just hang back in the cut, do a quick little zappy zap. That's
Got
a
a
1. That'll hit.
I think I actually might be the card mogul, the channel point mogul at this point. Josh, how many channel points do you have?
28,500.
What about you, Swissy?
930.
I am the channel points mogul. I have 44.2 thousand.
Nice. I never have the stream open whenever, I don't have it playing. More
I've had it.
I don't care. Shock damage.
All right, so it doesn't use. Let me just double check what things that use because I'm probably going
Shouldn't
to
it be
attempt to clash
special
this.
effective too?
It's super. It should be super effective. Yes. I'm just double checking what stats Thundershock uses to make sure it can be clashed. It can. Okay. He's going to attempt to clash your Thundershock, so as to not fucking die. I mean, he wouldn't die, but you know, it'd be bad for him, being a bird and all. Clash, baby. Gotta roll at least a 1. You got a 2. So he's using pluck to clash, by the way.
Okay.
That's up to 3. So let me try to remember how clashing works. I think they just both take 1 damage, although I think the super effective still applies. So I think he would still take 2 damage.
You got it, man.
Weaknesses and resistances. Here we go. Corvusquire is not a steel type.
Yeah.
Right, will receive 1 additional damage from the attack, but it must score at least 1 success. Okay, so yeah, he still gets 2. I believe since it's still super effective, he still takes 2 damage. And then Mike also takes 1 damage. Corvusquire, seeing this shock coming at him, manages to shake off the paralysis just long enough to like fly at Mike and boink him with its claws. So it takes 2. Mike takes 1. And it is now Boss Corvusquire's turn. And because of clashing and evading, he's up to needing a 3. So let me see what I can do here.
Now you had the subtracted dexterity on his clash, right? If that affected it.
It did not affect It did not affect clash. It will affect a lot of his move accuracies though,
Okay.
because it's Dex plus Brawl.
Okay.
Effectively, you've made this bird not as accurate as it would have been otherwise, which is very good for you.
Pog.
It's going to use Power Trip on Mike. How many does it have? Needs a 3? Yeah, it's going to try to use a Power Trip on Mike.
I was gonna say it's done 3 actions so far, hadn't it?
Yes. It critically fails. So, it tries to use this power
Mike
trip on
wins
Mike.
by doing nothing.
Mike stays perfectly still, and Corvusquire was kind of expecting it to dodge. So instead, it flies past Mike and like smacks into the tree, dealing 1 damage to itself.
Damn.
And
me
looking
Smash
pretty stunned.
Overextending.
Yeah. So Gus, it's your turn. You wanna try anything?
Gosh. Spite.
All right.
Lose your will to live, asshole.
All right. You need at least a 2.
Let's see. It should be fine.
Well, you can't critically fail until you start getting into the 3 range. Yes,
Yeah.
that will succeed though. So yeah, its will is reduced to 1.
Pog.
Meaning it's going to be in a pretty bad way. That's 7.
Nice.
All right. Mareep is still kind of just cowering by Liza. Wuffy. Need at least
Okay,
a
give me
2
a
in
second.
whatever you're trying to do.
What was it?
You need at least a 2. It's your turn.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check my WUF.
Check the wolf.
Whoop, whoop.
Wolf check.
And do I have a -1 or just need to roll a 2?
You need to roll at least 2 successes to do the thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna try round.
Alright.
Come on, 2.
It is sound based, so it cannot be clashed or evaded.
There we go.
That's a 3.
Plus
Yep,
it
so
already
that's
used Clash
it
and Evade this
succeeds.
round.
Bosses might be able to do it more than once around. According
So
to
now roll damage. Roll damage.
But the rules.
You
Stop talking over
you
me.
haven't read the
What?
rules. Yeah, roll damage. It's a hit, baby.
Hey.
5 special damage. Hot damn.
Max damage. Buffy's doing work finally.
Check Corvusquire's.
You know, I was all prepared to complain about bad rolls on Valentine's Day, but it seems it's working out.
Unfortunately, it does only do 1 damage, but Corvusquire's
God
looking
damn it.
pretty bad. Mike, you gonna try anything else?
Hell yeah, brother.
Need at least a 2.
How does it only do 1 damage?
Because defense and special defense apply.
Both do?
Defense or special defense. It just has high
I
numbers
was
in
gonna
those.
say.
I'm going to try to
I see.
Sonic Boom.
That's a 2. That's a
Sonic
success. You always do 1 damage, so it does 1 damage.
I always do 1 damage.
You do 1 damage. Cora Squire looks real bad right now.
Real bad?
Real bad.
Real
For real?
bad. For real.
All right, let me look at a generic roll really quick here to see what it says, because I don't remember how this particular thing works. Combat maneuvers. That's unfortunate. Its numbers have been lowered. All right. Corva Square realizes it's made a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
So it's Dex plus what? Where's that sheet? Why did I close it? There we go. Combat maneuvers. It's Dex plus Athletic. I don't even know what its athletic score is. Not high. So it's going to attempt to run away.
Good luck with that low dex, bitch.
Yeah. That's a 2. Let me double check what pain penalizations do, because I'm pretty sure that removes at least 1 success. Let's see, run away. I think it also needs to roll like a 5 to do this, so I don't think it can. Yeah, I'm gonna say it starts trying to leave. It starts like hopping away because its wings are just not working, what with the paralysis and all. That paralysis chance really fucked this whole battle for him. Gus,
Okay.
you want to do anything?
Fucking no.
Okay.
Because I would need 3 successes at this point, and my only
Yes.
remaining move requires, or it only has an accuracy of 2. So.
All right. Mareep is going to look at Liza.
And it looks at me, and I look at it, and it looks at me, and I look at it.
All right. So you're just gonna look at each other for a second.
I guess.
It kind of tilts its head like it's asking you if you wanted to do something.
I pat its head. I don't want to send it in there. It's scared.
Okay. Mareep nuzzles into your hand. Wuffy, gonna try anything?
You know what? Should I Hail Mary? So,
You can.
Sing has a pool of 5.
It has
need
minus
to-
3 accuracy.
With a minus 3?
You need a
I
3.
don't-
You need a 3 to do this. I don't think you can.
I don't think I can either, dude, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Why? But you literally
might critically
can't.
fail.
Well, what happens if I do that?
Something
Critically
bad.
fails, you take damage.
Not necessarily, but something bad happens.
Imagine taking damage from singing. But it's fine.
Eh.
I'll
Mike
Singers
gonna-
can hurt their throats.
Mike gonna try anything?
I will recheck the moves I already used.
No. Mike will do nothing.
Okay. Corva Square is up. I think it's out of moves now. So I think that's the end of the round if nobody else is doing anything. So end of round, anybody want to do something? I will say you cannot catch this
I get
Corva
in
Square, it's a
there.
rank higher than you, but Henry I assume wants to get in there.
I get in there.
Alright,
What's
I
it gonna
add,
do?
I
Fly
add
away?
Henry. Henry to the order, go ahead and roll your initiative, Henry.
3.
3. Alright.
3.
You do be going last though. It's
Amen.
fine.
I'm called the closer.
Alright, I think Corva Square is going to attempt to flee once more. So I'll go ahead and roll that generic roll for it. No. Gets a little bit further away. He's almost made it to the tree line. Gus.
Mean look.
Why? Okay,
It's
fine.
not going anywhere.
No, that's really good, actually, sure. Pandora sees it trying to run away, looks at Gustavo and goes, no. Gustavo
yeah, dude.
smiles back at you. So go ahead and roll it. Yeah, you got it. Corva Square looks back over its shoulder as it tries to escape, and Gus is just mean mugging him real bad, and Corva Square freezes. It can't escape. Wuffy?
Hell yeah.
Wuff's gonna puff up there.
Yep.
Bam!
Smack him. All right, here goes your 50-50.
It's 50-50, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
3.
He takes 1 damage and faints.
Hell yeah. Let's go, Wolfie.
Man, we bullied the shit out of that bird.
Yeah, that paralyzed. This was supposed to be a much scarier battle than you made it.
She puffed back to me. I love her.
All right, you all have won great victory today. So good job, everybody.
We beat up a bird.
So everybody mark 1 victory on your Pokemans.
1 win.
1 ween. Corvusquire kind of faints and does the dramatic spin around thing and then falls backwards into some bushes. You figure it'll probably be fine. Like later, but it's not going to wake up and chase you down or anything.
Right.
So, what are you all doing now? You've recovered the Mareep.
Oh, we're gonna take it back. How big is Mareep? I should ask.
Good question. Let
Like
me
3
see.
feet?
It's about 2 feet. About 2 feet tall. It's about twice as big as Wuffy.
Damn.
Oh, that's fine. It's only 17 pounds. I can carry that back.
Right, you pick up the Mareep. You feel a little bit like it's like touching an old CRT TV. You feel that when you pick up a Mareep.
Yeah.
But it lets you do this. It licks your face.
Aw, I kind of lean back trying to knock it. It is not successful.
I put a hand on Henry's shoulder, knowing he was about to get in there. I'm like, you'll get him next time.
Next time, champ.
Well, how would Henry react to this? I don't think he would care.
You'd be like, yeah, well.
He like put up his dukes and the bird fainted, and then he just sort of like uncocked his fist. And it's like, we've done it. Good job, Mike. And I clank my hand on Mike's head ball.
Mike's eyeball thing does the thing where it looks like a smile.
Mm.
You know, because it's an eyeball and it does different like shapes to indicate its emotions. Mike looks proud. Yeah, that was supposed to be a much scarier encounter. The paralysis really just kind of fucked it. But that's okay. Now
That's using our resources.
Yeah. Now I know that I didn't balance that thing right, so it's fine. Anyway, you all make your way back through the forest. You can follow
legendary resistance now.
I was already giving it like I think for bosses I'm just gonna have like they can clash and evade as much as they want, but they still can't exceed 5 actions.
That's fair.
Okay.
So
For being a boss, yeah.
Yeah.
I will just write in big bold letters across the holding, evading, and clashing reference. Grungus lies.
Grungus lies.
Lies.
All right, so you all make your way back to the farm with Mareep in tow, and
more like Mareep in hand.
Let me play some Crash Peaks ambience as you all get back. So I'm just gonna kind of, you're here now.
We're back.
And you all make your way back to the farm, and you see Ruth on the porch as you all make your way back past the broken fence. She goes, "Oh gosh, are all of you kids okay?" I don't remember what her voice was, so she sounds like this now. "Oh gosh, are all you kids okay? Oh, good. It looks like you got little Mareep back. I was so worried."
I put her down safely and pat it on the head.
Mareep nuzzles into you.
Mareep.
Mareep.
That's what they call weed here.
Me tipping my fedora towards the ocean.
They lace their weed with Mareep wool, so it gives you that buzz.
Gives you a buzz, bro. All right. And she goes, "Well, and she like indicates the Zoroa, which is kind of like standing behind her. And she's like, "Well, it looks like you've taken care of business here, and I found out who's been causing trouble, so I guess that's a win-win for everybody." The Zorua kind of like walks towards the party and like bows its head in shame and apology towards you all.
You've been a pranking little guy. Like me when I was a youth. Oh, the erasers I would steal in school.
Wow.
I was truly wild. One time, we let 3 chickens loose in the high school. Labeled 1, 2, and 4.
Incredible. Ruth goes, well, I don't...
If there aren't chickens in the world, pretend I said a Pokemon.
like Torchic or something.
Oh no, that'd be disastrous, dude.
He's like, well, I don't think the little guy meant any harm, and he never actually hurt any of my Pokemon, just gave them all a spook. So don't go too hard on the little guy, okay?
I approach.
Alright, you approach Zorua.
Oh no.
He looks a little bit kind of spooked a little.
I'll reach out my hand and let him sniff it.
Alright. Why don't you... There's stats about this, right? Let me scroll down here. Why don't you roll, like, cool plus empathy. That sounds right to me.
It's cool to be nice to Pokemon.
No, I mean, cool is like you're
I'm all
being
about
calm, you know?
So roll a d6 plus those.
Cool plus empathy. Now you just roll, it's in generic roll on the sheet. You can just add those two.
Oh yeah, you're right. Cool plus empathy. Baba Booey.
Alright.
I barely do it.
I mean, listen, man, I was only looking for one. Zorua looks back at you and looks at your hand and sniffs your hand and sees that you don't mean it any harm. And he looks a little bit relieved that he's not going to be harshly punished for this prank.
You know, my team's kind of a mischievous sort.
Gustavo appears 2 inches behind you.
Making faces, I'm sure.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
right behind me, isn't he?
You'd be a great fit if you wanted to come with, little guy.
Zorro considers this, and he looks back at Ruth, the farmer lady, and Ruth kind of nods. Like, go on, little guy. I think you'll have more fun with him than you would here on this old farm. And it turns back towards you, and it nods and sits down.
I hold out a Pokeball and tap it on the head.
All right, you tap it on the head. The Pokeball shakes in your hand once, twice, thrice, and... Why did they play it twice? Oh, because I don't have a muted shit.
You fool.
I forgot this whole time. I just couldn't tell. And yeah, you caught a Zorua. Congratulations.
Huzzah!
Let me put it into your party. As soon as I remember how to do that. It's under Crash Peaks, Roundup. There it is. Wild Zorua. I'll move that over there. I will edit the sheet. I put it in Swissy's journal, and it can be controlled and edited by Queen Swissy. And guess what? I already have an icon for this bitch, so you don't even have to do that
My
part.
God.
I was ready for you to do this. You've fallen for my trick. But yeah, you caught a Zorua.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Huzzah!
She's like, well, I'm glad that's settled. Oh, here, let me step inside and I'll get you all your reward. And she steps inside to the house, and Herdier kind of just like boofs after her on the porch. Does not move. Very lazy dog. And she comes out, and she has a basket full of berries for you all. And also, she's like, all right, I will wire you all the money really quick here. And she, like, taps her phone or her PPC to all of your PPCs.
Mima's out here like, do you take a cryptocurrency?
Do you have a Venmo?
I'll hit you up on Cash App, my dudes.
She's like, the reward was $3,000, so I assume you're just going to split that all between the three of you.
Well, sure, I guess.
Sounds fair.
It sounds mainly fair. That way I can buy more cans of food. I say, pointing to my backpack full of cans of food.
Yeah, she taps each of your PPCs with her PPC, and you all get 1,000 money.
They touch PPC.
And you all get...
I didn't want to touch Graham's PPC. You never asked me if this is what I wanted.
You all gain 1,000 money. And then she sets a basket...
someone you forgot to ask?
She hands a basket of berries to the three of you as well. And it's got 9 oran berries, 3 petra berries, and 3 person berries. Guess what? I changed these numbers around last time I read this so that it would be even. He's like, I picked these just the other day. They should be nice and fresh. Although berries seem to stay fresh a long time, frankly. But I think they always taste just a little bit better when you eat them a little bit sooner.
Do we want to even split the berries, I'm assuming? Berries.
Up to you guys, I guess.
That's why I was asking them.
Oh. In character, I see.
No, out of character, but...
It was.
Same end result.
Uh-huh.
Do we... I'm going to scream.
You have to ask Henry.
I asked everyone!
What, are you asking me right now?
That's gonna be the split. You each get this many. I posted it in the game chat.
Ah, delicious berries.
I'm just gonna put it in my inventory. If y'all don't, that's on
Henry
you.
begins to move some of them towards his mouth and pauses and looks at Pandora.
Once again, mainly for Pokemon.
Why are all the berries we run into for Pokemon?
I mean, you can eat them if you want.
I mean, it's fine. I just didn't know I was...
There's enough to go around.
Gorging myself on delicious...
There's just more uses for them in Pokemon battles.
Now, what does this one do? I point at the one I don't know, which is
the person berry? That
who berry? The prison berry.
No. Persim.
The person berry.
Persim.
Person what? Personal information? I hear you're not supposed to give that out on the internet.
Great.
Anyway, you don't have to know what it's called. It cures confusion. Your Pokemon can
I feel like I need that.
And he shoves it directly in his mouth.
So if my Pokemon is looking a little confused, bamboozled, I give them this berry.
Yeah, man.
They just eat it.
Well, yeah.
And then it unconfuses them.
Yeah, if it's like the bad type of confusion. I mean, if you're just generally confused, I don't think it does much for that.
What do you mean the bad type of confusion?
The status effect. Okay, so he gets to do the whole thing.
Henry now vaguely understands status effects. We skip forward 20 minutes. Ruth is
Liz is just looking back and forth between the two of you, petting the Wooloo on the head since it's not the Wooloo, the Mareep on the head. Listen, they're both sheep.
That's fair.
Also, I would like to have the Zorua out.
All right, you're gonna swap Gus for Zorua.
Gus away for a bit.
Zoe,
Yeah.
Zoe, probably actually. Probably not Zoe.
Oh, is that Zoe?
That's
Hold on, let me. I need to fix its name in the nameplate. Boop. Save. All right, so you swap out Zoe.
and I do ask it. How does the name Zoe strike you?
Looks happy.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, and she's like, "Well, if that's all, you can all be on your way then, and thank you so much for helping out me and my flock. If you ever need anything, just let me know, okay? Well, I guess you're not strangers anymore. Henry, Pandora, Liza. And as you all start leaving, you notice the Mareep continues to follow you, Liza.
I turned around and tried to get it to go back.
And Ruth notices this too, and Ruth is like, "Oh, what's the matter, little fella?" And Mareep kind of like hops back to her and says Mareep a couple times. Yeah. It's got 4 legs, a little kind of good. Yeah, it says Mareep a couple of times. She goes, "Oh, I see. Well, you know what? If that's what you want, then I'll give you my blessing, little one." And she pats Mareep on the head and looks back to you, Liza, and says, "Seems like this one has taken a liking to you. Wants to go with you on your adventure."
Are you sure that's okay? I mean, they're like, important for the economics of your farm.
Oh, I've got plenty of Mareeps.
Oh, I'm selling it.
She's going to the slaughterhouse next week.
Sheep.
No. She's like, "Oh, don't you worry about that. There are plenty of Mareeps on the farm, as they say."
As they say.
Do they say that?
No, but this old woman does. And she's like, "I would never want to hold one of my Pokemon back, so if Mareep wants to go with you, he's free to do so, as long as that's okay with you."
Well, if you think it's okay.
Of course. And Mareep runs back to you and, like, bonks you on the leg with a headbutt. And you take 2 damage. No.
I fall. Wait 1 second.
Alright, so yeah, it bonks into you excitedly.
Is there anything There's not a cheat sheet I can find about natures at all. Do they not affect anything?
They do not.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I rolled dex
Kind of just your
athletics to see if I
Pokemon's
fell over or not. I did not.
That's
Good. Yeah, Mareep does not bonk you to the ground, fortunately. Or perhaps unfortunately, depending on what's funnier, I guess. But yeah, Mareep looks at you expectantly.
I pat her on the head. Like, "Well, I guess you're coming with us."
Bah!
Congrats.
It's the noise it makes. Probably. I don't know, I'd have to look. Oh, you know what? It's like Mareep or something. I can't really do a good sheep. So it says its name at you. Affectionate.
Skill issue.
Mareep!
Alright, so you're gonna get him a Pokeball?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I should probably do this. I start digging through my bag until I find a Pokeball. I tap it on the little forehead.
Alright. You bonk the Mareep on the forehead affectionately, as it did to you not so long ago. And the ball shakes once in your hand, and then twice, and then thrice, and you caught a Mareep.
I sure did.
So let me go ahead and fix the sheet for you.
I went to the wiki page for Mareep to see if I could see if they have a call, but they do have this entry called Shape, which is very funny.
That is pretty funny.
Sheep-shaped.
No, you don't get it.
Oh, right. I forgot that used to be like how they would organize egg groups, is like by their shape.
Yeah.
Alright, so you
by
caught
their general shape, yeah.
You caught a Mareep, should be in your tabs now, and you can name it whatever you like.
Okay, it's not in my tabs, by the way.
It's not in your tabs. Interesting. Hold on.
Did you give me control on Nocturnal?
No. I sure didn't. I didn't give you either of them, in fact.
Wow.
I just changed the icon, which is not the same thing.
Friendly Mareep.
That shape is pretty good.
Friendly Mareep.
Alright. So, the 3 of you with your new Pokemon in tow.
Done.
Hey, look, you both have extra Pokemon now. Excellent.
Yeah. Wow, you were really ahead of us on that one, huh?
I look at my 5 guys.
Oh,
Apparently,
man, 5 guys?
I assumed you were just letting me catch them since I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, nah. It's just... Those types don't really interest me too much. They're great Pokemon.
But they can throw rocks and shoot lightning.
Yeah.
Henry's genuinely baffled.
All right, so
Yeah,
the
but this little guy can turn... This little gal can turn into you know, other Pokemon. That is a thing, right? Hang on.
yeah, it can actually do.
Just want to make sure it's a thing in this.
It is. It can actually turn
Ah,
into anything it's
illusion.
seen before. It just always has a little foxtail
It'll have the form of another Pokemon in the party,
in battle. Yes,
is what it says. Oh, okay.
but outside of battle, it can turn into anything it's seen before.
So I know it has seen...
Look like
Mighty
another
Venom.
creature it has seen. The illusion is indistinguishable from the real one, aside from the fluffy tail. When it evolves, it can create a perfect illusion. But right now, it's always got a tail. So it could in theory, in fact, it does. Well, as you're explaining this, it turns into Henry.
Oh no.
Oh no!
It looks like Henry, but with a tail.
Powerful.
Well, that's
Sorry,
very
Henry.
confusing.
Need a person berry.
It turns back. It turns back into a Zorua and makes little laughing noises.
Wait, why would you need it to do that? I squint my eyes.
I could see the uses.
Pandora, are you
Hi,
a
Alpha.
criminal? You have to tell
What?
me. I
No.
don't condone criminality. It's illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Soups the Grungus.
Yeah, what's up?
Does Zoe have any wins whatsoever? Because Gus came with some, so I just wanted to make sure.
No. I kind of just stopped doing
Okay.
that.
It's never won in its life, dude.
It's very
What a
small.
loser.
It's small and it just likes to fucking sneak around. Among the Mareeps.
Among Us.
Among us.
All right, so
Get out of
you
my
all
head. Get out of my head.
you all make your way back to the Pokemon Center because it's getting kind of late. I would say it's probably like sundown by now, so you don't really have time to do another side quest if you wanted to. You can always do some more tomorrow. But you all may make your way back to the Pokemon Center, and unless you want to do anything specific, you can all rest up, heal all your Pokemans. And you've got a meeting with Professor Legato in the morning.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything specific, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yep.
We've already shopped right before this, so.
I am going to spend time with Marie the Mareep, trying to get comfortable with it.
Okay.
I've not had a second Pokemon before.
No. Yeah.
Remind me,
luckily
is
it's-
it
It seems like
Sorry, go ahead.
Wuffy and Marie are fast friends.
They better be.
They seem to
I know
like each
the-
other.
I know the Pokemon Center provides free food for humans. Is there free food for Pokemon there?
Yeah.
No, you have to watch them starve.
No, I have my own food. I just wanted to
Nope,
make sure.
they took it from you.
Yeah, no, you can eat at the Pokemon Center for free also, and you and your Pokemans.
Sweet.
You all have a big
yeah, it's
meal
good.
together.
That's a good
Hell yeah.
point, Swissy. There isn't a Steven here. There's only 2 Joshes.
There's Josh
Man,
and Grungus.
by the-
Josh.
You're still Josh? What the fuck?
Yeah, that one's the whole stream, baby.
Holy
Whole
shit.
stream, baby!
Unless somebody else plays a card.
Holy shit. Don't. I like not being covered by your big dumb ears.
But yeah, you all, unless you have anything in particular you want to do, Liza, you and Marie and Wuffy all take some time getting to know each other, and you all
That's good.
have a good time. You now have 2 fluffy friends
Yeah.
Huzzah.
For now.
for now. Until one
You
of
know, I
them
never really thought
dies.
of Jigglypuff as fluffy, to be honest.
I don't
Well,
want to think of it as
because-
skin covered though.
It
So we're gonna say
Fair
we're gonna
point.
say it has fur.
has like, yeah.
It
I
feels like
getcha.
a really taut balloon.
Oh no.
There's
That's
a
what I
Jig-
always imagined though. Damn.
It is
I mean, you're
a
not
balloon
wrong,
Pokemon.
but I don't want to think about
Okay,
it.
but is this any better? It's a taut fur-covered balloon. Does that
Little bit.
appease you, Grungus?
A little bit.
Grungus. You listen to me, Grungus.
It's time for you to listen to me.
Fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself. Wow! Jesse Pinkman in the house.
Stupid. All right, you all wake up the next
Woo.
morning.
Why rewatch Breaking Bad when you could just watch that?
I should have been playing the Pokemon Center theme this whole time, but oh well. You all wake up in the morning, make your way to Professor Legato's lab, I assume, where he said to meet you back in the morning. And when you get there, he's already he's instructed his Blitzel to open the door for you already. Did I say it was a Blitzo before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Blitzo. Okay, I was trying to remember. Wait, no, that's not the Evolve. The Evolve is Zebstrika. No, yeah, the Blitzel lets you in, and Professor Legato spins around in his chair. And I actually do have lab music, so I am going to change that.
So
What?
just for reference, the only on the wiki, the only part that it has said is the curl on its top. Also unrelated, its
Fuck.
vocal range exceeds 12 octaves.
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit.
That's crazy, dude.
Jigglypuff.
I know that. So yeah, you all make your way to the lab, and Professor Legato spins around in his chair as if he's waiting for you. It's like, well, hello there. How are you all doing?
I gotta know, does he see two Henrys because of Zoe?
No, not this time. Not unless you won't.
Or does he see a second Blitzel, perhaps? Now that it has seen a Blitzel.
No, I think Zoe's behaving for the moment.
Okay.
And
I'm
as
gonna have
you-
to track what Pokemon it's seen. Holy shit.
Yeah, you can keep track of that if you want. Pokemon and people, technically. It just says
Oh,
creature
fuck.
in the illusion's description.
Okay. Sweet.
And it's like, hey, well, aren't you all looking fresh, bright and early this morning? I forgot how to talk. Oh, you got a new little friend there, she says, looking at
Don't you
Blitzel.
hate when that happens?
Oh,
Not the
yeah.
friend part, the
Hap-
forgetting how to say words.
It happens with age. It's like, well, I'm glad you all came. So, what I was able to figure out was not a whole lot, unfortunately, but as far as I can tell, the egg is healthy and it'll hatch eventually. Although, as far as I can see, the reason that it keeps on, like, glitching out, sort of, is that it was definitely artificial created. I can't tell exactly what will hatch for it. I wrote that wrong. I can't tell exactly what'll hatch from it, but I can do some further testing if you want. I'm willing to do that. This is the most interesting thing that's come across my desk in some time, I gotta say. Oh, before I forget, I actually wanted you guys to do a favor for me in that regard. I remember yesterday I told you about my acquaintance, Dr. Dolce, the electronics specialist that invented the collar that Blitzel wears.
Oh,
Yes. The wizard.
Yeah, the electric wizard or whatever. If I can get her to lick at the egg, she might have a better idea of what Progress is up to. She's like I said, she specializes in robotics, so she might actually know a little bit more about artificial Pokemon. Certainly something to consult about. She lives over in the next town, DeCapo, which is just down the Route 1 of the Percussion Plains. Oh, and if you're going that way, actually, there's a gym leader in that town, too. He uses electric-type Pokemon. His name is Zach. He runs the power plant up there as well. I think Dr. Dolce actually works at the power plant, last I recall, so that'd be a good place to check for her.
You had me at gym battle.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Is anyone else? I'm sort of waiting for a response from my thing now.
Sorry, what? I got distracted by Deep Dish 9.
Jesus Christ.
Swissy, stop hitting stuff. You need to see someone about this.
You need to pay attention when I talk.
Sorry, I saw Deep Dish 9 and I was very confused.
But if I do it, it's misogyny.
Yes, but it is because the men have oppressed women for the entirety of human history.
That's true.
Goddamn right I have.
I built a goddamn time machine just to go back and impress
And do it harder. He's like, great, well, I'll be here if you need anything. It's not so urgent, you don't have to set out right away or nothing, but just, yeah, next, if you go through to Capo, just see if you can find my, my friend Dr. Dolce and tell her to come back here to check out this here egg.
Okay, that's easy enough.
We need to go to DiCaprio.
Sounds like a plan.
Dolce and Gabbana.
Henry's like writing this on his palm.
Henry's writing on its palm and it's immediately smudging.
Just then, the door opens to the lab, and a big old bird Pokemon walks in. It's a Pelipper. It's got a mailbag slung around its body.
I like Pelipper.
It waddles up to Professor Legato and honks at him, and then it drops a couple of packages on the ground. And then it reaches into its mailbag and hands him a letter with its beak.
I like to think when it honks, it sounds like a fucking truck horn.
And Legato's like, "Oh, thank you." And he opens the letter up and starts reading it. And he's like, "Oh, it's from the League." Let me read this here real quick. Okay. So, the League has given me my next batch of starter Pokemon that they give out to Pokemon professors for, to help new trainers who are just getting started. But, the second part of the letter here says that there's not really anybody starting out on their Pokemon journey from here for some time yet. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer, I guess. And he, as he's saying this, he kind of, like, turns back to back to his desk and, writes up another letter and hands it back to Pelipper. He goes, "Here you go," and Pelipper honks again, puts the letter in his mailbag, and waddles back out of the lab, where you can see it through the front door take off to whatever its next delivery it is.
What a weird experience it must be working in a Pokemon Center.
Just random beasts walk in constantly. This is the lab, too, like... and Professor Delgado's like, "Well, actually, you know what? I've got a suggestion for you. Nobody's gonna be through to pick up these here Pokemon, and I've sort of got my hands full with this egg situation for the near future, and I don't want to neglect them or nothing. How would you guys like to take this next set of starter Pokemon? I'll get another one from the League before the next batch of trainers comes through, so I don't mind."
Well, sure, if you don't mind.
Here, and he opens up the package that Pelipper dropped on the floor and puts it on the table, and he opens it up, and it's a case containing 3 Pokeballs.
Oh my god.
And he
Just
tosses
Pokemon delivered via a bird? There's so much I do not know.
That's how
Just like in the games.
That's where Pokemon comes from. They're all dropped off by weird birds.
Weird birds.
Alright, and he's like, "Well, why don't you all come on out?"
There's a lot of Pokemon emotes.
Yeah.
People must like Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Why did you sound so much like Henry when you said that?
All my characters are just me, but turned up a little bit.
Well, there's a lot of Pokemon stuff in these towns when you really look at them.
When you really get down to brass tacks, there's Pokemon all over the gosh dang place.
Alright, he tosses out the first Pokeball, and from it spawns a little bird guy. And he's got like kind of tan feathers and some green feathering on the ends, and it's a Rowlet. It's a Rowlet. He throws out a Rowlet.
Oh.
I love how you give up every time.
Yeah, I didn't write descriptions for these, and I'm not looking at pictures of them. I'm just from memory.
Oh no.
So, the next little guy he tosses out is a little blue crocodile friend with big old teeth
crocodile.
and some horns. and it's a Totodile.
Damn.
I love Totodile. He's pretty good.
And
Top
the
tier.
third one he throws out is a little yellow and orange fox guy. It's a Fennekin. He says, "Well, I got 3 of these, and there's 3 of you, so it's kind of up to you which friends you want to bring on your Pokemon journey."
You made very good choices. I do like all of these ones, but I'm thinking about what's in character.
I don't know that I know what any of these are, besides them being Pokemon. Is that just an owl, I say, pointing at the owl and looking at my party members?
It tilts its
Well,
head
you
90
can't
degrees to
spell
the side
violet
at you.
without owl.
Wait, it has no head. It's an orb.
It tilts
It does
its face.
this in the anime. It's crazy.
I hate
Tilts
Hang
its
on,
whole
let me
body.
look up. Let me look it up. Yeah,
They should cancel the anime.
it's actually crazy how much it can turn its fucking face. Look at that shit.
That's fucked up.
I don't like that.
Its face just kind of rotates around its body. It's crazy.
I don't like looking at it. It's not a thing I enjoy.
That's not how. This sucks.
No, it's great. Shut up. It's cute. Shut up.
I think my statement stands.
All right, so yeah, which of these 3 Pokemon are each you gonna take?
I'll just
Oh,
say
damn.
I do want the Finnegan.
Yeah, that checks.
If you
I think-
if someone explains to Henry that Fraligator is a big guy, he will take the Totodile.
I nudge Henry with my elbow. See that blue one?
Oh yes, the lizard guy.
Yeah, he turns into an alligator,
Huh.
like a big alligator.
Oh, big alligator. Henry leans back and scratches at his fucking chin. He goes, I don't know that alligators are that helpful, because, like, no thumbs.
It's like 7 feet tall when it evolves. It's crazy.
I'm trying to guide you just to mention that it stands like a man.
Yeah.
It stands.
Yeah, this is-
It's bipedal, by the way.
Oh, so it comes with 2 feet. Wait. Henry thinks for a bit. You can see the gears turn.
I'm bipedal.
Give him a second.
Behold a man.
Behold a man! Oh, he stands upright. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Do you think it could carry things?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, wait! It's blue, right? That's watercolor. Is it a water type?
You got it.
I've seen some of those guys. They
Per-
use
yeah.
the high pressure jets. They can cut right through metal and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Professor
you got it, dude.
Legato looks on at all this, absolutely fascinated.
I walk forwards. I crouch down to the blue guy. I pull up Blake as though I'm like introducing my toddler to another toddler, and I go, "Hello, blue alligator. This is Blake." Yes, I agree. My name is Henry J. Orfeo, and this is my timber, Blake. Would you like to join our excellent and nearly full now construction crew? We also have a Mike, and a Mac, and a Jude, and an Aaron.
Totodile doesn't seem to retain any of this information, but he does look at you and dance excitedly. As if you look
Is
like
that
the
a
most
good
as if you look like the most fun of these 3 people.
Yeah, probably.
Excellent. Pandora, I stage whisper. Pandora, is this good? Is this a good thing it's doing?
Yeah, you got it, dude.
Does this mean yes? Excellent.
It
I
nods
pull out
excitedly.
I
You don't have to
pull
pull
out
out a Pokeball. It has one already.
Oh, I put away the Pokeball.
Look, Legato's like, it's already got one of those. I'm sorry,
I
wait,
did
until
not-
this exact moment, did you think he delivered these Pokemon just in a bag loose?
Yes. Both I and Henry thought that. I know what you mean. Didn't Henry see them come out in Pokeballs? No.
You wasn't looking.
Well,
He sure didn't.
well, it do be like that. All right, I had a pretty good idea about how this would go, so I've already actually got this one going for you. There you go, buddy.
What the hell? Oh wait, Timber and Aaron were both in the now Swissy moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What was now Swissies? This is
Now
When
Swiss.
Timber, we didn't want our Aaron to get diced by a Timber
And it didn't.
the way that Lily did. No.
All right, so
Pretty sure I avoided that fate.
you've got a Totodile in your inventory now.
Yeah?
I'm
Are you
sorry,
gonna name it
I'm
Terry?
scrolling. Damn it!
What? What?
The Totodile's female.
I can just make it male if you want. Doesn't matter.
I wanted to name him Toda Kyle.
You can. Gender changed. There you go, buddy.
If only it was so easy. Lisa mothers from behind.
Welcome to the world, Kyle. The Totodile.
Man,
It could
that-
have been Toda Kyla.
that's much better than my Terry the Totodile thought.
Now Kyle's pretty
Toda
good.
Kyle.
Toda
Toda
Kyle's
Kyla.
really gone.
Kyla is not
It
bad,
doesn't roll
but
as
I
easy,
like
yeah.
Toda Kyle. Because the thing is, I've got the whole scheme going on, right? We've
Yeah.
got Timber Blake, Magna Mike, Geo Jude, Mac Chop, Aaron, and now Toda Kyle. It's perfect.
I
Oh,
love that with
genius.
Aaron, you just added an A to his name.
It's really good.
Aaron.
I,
And now you get the scene of Henry being past a Pokeball, the little blue guy going in it, and then I like look at the ball and I hold it in my hand, and I just look to up 45 degrees into space and go, Kyle.
Kyle.
All right, you've done it. All right, I'm assuming the way the other two are gonna split up is probably like Fennekin too.
Book already said Finnegan.
I already
Yeah.
called Finnegan.
Just has yet to do it in
Liza and
character.
Fennekin. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Fennekin kind of approaches
Henry, not Harry. Henry have his moment.
Henry is done. He steps back and goes, "Well, that was exciting.
Pandora
Which one of
starts
you is gonna
explaining to
take
him
the
about
bird?
how 6 Pokemon in a party work.
What
going
you're
forward.
telling me the 7th one goes into the compute? Is it going to the cloud?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kinda.
It is.
This
though,
happens in the
right?
background of whatever Lisa's wanting to do.
Yeah.
While
Fennekin,
boys,
Fennekin approaches you.
while the boys are talking about whatever nonsense is going on back there, she kind of like kneels down, the dress squat, and extends her palm to Finnegan's nose.
Fennekin puts its paw in your hand.
That's not what I was expecting, but
Aw.
There's shake.
Lisa is confused for about like 10 seconds, and then she then shakes it kind of nervously.
Fennekin smiles at you.
She smiles nervously back.
Fennekin tilts its head at you.
Sorry, I was finding the gift for this moment. This is exactly what is happening.
I need Jijo.
There's a Nichijou gift for every incident.
That's
It's
really
true.
good.
I've yet to see that be a false statement.
Yeah. All right.
What an incredibly relatable show for an only 24-episode absurdist comedy from the mid-2000s. 2010s.
All right. So Fennekin seems interested in you.
I try to reach up behind its head to give it a pet.
It allows you to do this.
Hell
Closes its eyes contentedly while you pet.
yeah. I scratch under its chin.
Oh man, this Fennekin's having a great day.
Okay, I guess, yeah. I guess I'll take this one. It seems to like me.
Sure. Use the Pokeball. He tosses it to you.
I take the Pokeball and I
Shoop.
it. And I think about it, and she says, "Fern."
I know what we're gonna do today.
That's
Wait, no, that's
that's
Ferb.
Ferb.
God
That's
damn it.
Ferb, but
Fern.
I don't know what you're talking about, you weirdos.
Phibius and Fern.
Phibius and Fern.
that's them.
I'm just assuming that Pandora broke his weird explanation to Henry, just immediately shout, "I know what we're going to do today."
All right.
Whenever Liza does walk back, Henry breaks from being explained how Pokemon works to go, "Nice dog," and then go back to his conversation.
It's a fox.
It's a what now?
It's a fox.
Ah. What is that?
What do
You mean what's a fox?
She's
Alright,
baffled
I'm-
in
I'm-
speech.
I'm not
She's
explaining this one,
speechless
Henry.
at
That
this.
one's on you.
I was never really good at geology.
Whoa.
Just had a stroke.
I scoop up the owl.
All right. Owl
look
is an
towards
orb in your
owls.
arms. It looks back at you.
I tilt my head.
It tilts its head in the same direction.
Nice. Welcome to the team.
Row. I'll have to look up what Rowlet sounds like. Didn't watch that section of the
It
anime.
definitely wasn't that, whatever that was.
Just
It hoots.
bark.
It hoots at you.
Was it holler?
No. Yeah, it does. It makes that noise. I'm not good at that, but Swissy is. All right, you've got a Rowlet. Congrats.
Oh man, I hate its call.
Hey-oh.
Dude. This sucks.
The game calls are not always great.
Listen to this though. It's like a flanged guitar.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! I forgot that's what it sounded like.
Rowlet is from the one gen I did not play. I skipped Sun and Moon.
Well, you've got one now.
Huzzah.
Congrats.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a ghost type till I looked it up when you said it. That's what it was.
Oh, I
Yep.
thought it was a dark type.
Evolves into grass
eventually evolves
ghost.
Yeah.
It's grass flying until it's not.
I was like, oh hell yeah.
It loses the grass. The grass dies and becomes a ghost.
Yeah. I don't know why it's
He's
actually
like-
ghost. Who knows?
Well, if you don't have anything further to do, I'll let you be on your way. Thanks for taking care of that for me. And like I said, if you pick up Professor Dolce on your way, just send her back here, and we'll be able to tell you a little bit more about this egg.
Sounds like a plan. Stan.
All right.
Stan
So
Legato.
You all are now free to do whatever you want. You can go back and do any of those jobs if you want to. You can just go straight on towards the percussion plains.
No.
You can go do any of those
mean,
side jobs. I can remind you what those are if you want. You can go straight on to the percussion plains, straight towards
Right.
DeCapo.
Henry would probably not really mind anyways. He likes the concept of doing jobs. He wants to do that construction job.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Probably won't have time to actually do it, but we can set it up.
Yeah, I think choosing what we do next. But
Yeah, that works.
as we leave the lab, I will do a big wave and be like, "Thanks, Professor Lamato."
No problem, Henry. I'll see you whenever you come back. You're always welcome in this here laboratory.
Excellent. Good to know. What a guy. That Professor Lababo. Think about doing a thing where Henry can't remember
Henry's
names.
just bad at names, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Henry stands, like in the image, just like posed up, like right outside the lab, and takes a deep breath, and goes,
With that mountain air.
"What do we do now?"
Well, I guess we could if there's any other side quests we want to do, just fucking side quests.
He says side
Any other
quests.
favors we want to take care of.
Oh, he's a gamer.
If there's any other favors we want to take care of before we move to the next town, we could always do
We
that.
probably should, right? Think of all
Yeah,
the
I mean-
good, what's the word? Deeds we could do.
Yeah,
And also, I could flatten the field.
yeah.
I haven't forgotten about that one. That's gonna be great practice, especially for my new guy, Kyle.
Boy, howdy. All right, so do you all want to head back to Hi Hat? I can remind you what the jobs are if you want to go take one.
Yes.
All right, the jobs are. I fast forward you to Hi Hat. The jobs are.
Oh, it loses flying. It becomes grass ghost.
Yep. Client dot. Look.
So the bird part dies.
Yeah, it becomes a standing bird instead of a flying bird.
Weird. Anyways, go ahead.
Client dot.
Right.
Local medic looking for persons to gather herbs from nearby groves. $600 per herb gathered. See dot at Dot's Cures for details. Client Rudolph Kennedy, renowned explorer, looking for spelunking crew to chart newly discovered cave nearby. Will split any treasures uncovered. Speak to Rudolph Kennedy for more details. I scroll because that one's long. Client Martha and Son Construction Co. Local construction crew needs help clearing field to make room for new building. $3,000 reward. Speak with Martha and Clark at home for details. Client Big Game Bart, local fisherman interested in rumors of the big one, no nearby lake.
The big one.
$3,000 reward upon either finding or dispelling rumors of the big one. Speak to Bart at home address for details. Those are the ones you got left.
Well, what do
I
you
mean,
guys think? I'm excited by several of these.
In terms of money, the herb collecting sounds easy.
Well, we can't just be focused on the money.
No, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, no.
Pandora already knows how much fucking hyper potions will eventually cost. He's just like
babe,
planning ahead.
I'm gonna point out you didn't give Pandora the rowlet.
Oh, did I not? Oops.
It's not here.
It's not here.
I mean, it's in my inventory, but
Yeah, put my Pokemon in my bag.
You haven't changed its name yet. I think that's why I was waiting.
I'm
'cause I have to
working
update
on
the
it.
things.
Ronnie. Robert.
There we go.
Raphael.
happy?
Rhododendron.
That's a plant. I mean, I guess. Anyway, yeah.
there you go.
What excites you all?
So
That's
Lisa's
a good
not
name.
has no particular interest. Me as a player am very fascinated by the big one.
Yeah, Lisa sounds
Henry
like she'll
wants
go
to-
for whatever.
We all pause on the big one as we're reading it. It's like, what could he mean by the big one?
The big one.
I had an uncle that went for the big one once.
I mean, what happened to him?
I don't know.
Eaten by a whale.
A
I think, he,
whale lord?
I think he died at sea.
My uncle
whale?
Ahab.
Whale lord in my river? It's more likely.
He
than
fought
you
an
think.
albino whale lord and died.
Either that or he just retired somewhere tropical and he doesn't want to come to the family get together anymore. Don't know why. You missed my Mima's potato salad.
I'm sorry to hear. I'm
I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's fine.
Well, anyways, I'm good with doing any of these. We should just do all of them. Then we'll be local legends for a week or something.
I mean, hey, I'm down. He didn't exactly put a timeline on this.
Nah, he just
I mean,
said if
obviously
we
it's
find
urgent, but, you
Professor Dunkel in Capricorn land, we're supposed to just send them back to here, to where we currently are, the town that has a name.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
how long could it actually take us to clean up all these quests, favors? Like, not too long, right?
No, if you take a full day, you could probably do 2 of them in a day.
I mean, I'll be honest. The fish one has me curious.
That's got to be quite the big one.
What do you think, Liza?
I don't really have a preference.
But you can tell you can tell her eyes are on the fish one. Like what?
I don't
Like
know
what?
that means.
The big one.
What's a big one?
Oh, you just huge, you know.
No, she's just muttering. She's just muttering to herself under her breath.
Just her and Jigglypuff are just both squinting at the big one?
I mean, she's squinting over her glasses.
Well,
yeah,
it sounds
well-
like we should just do the big one. If we all want to know what the big one is.
Oh, I love that my rowlet has a serious nature. Dude ain't fucking around.
Will not fuck
I've
around,
completely
will not
forgotten
find
to
out.
Check natures.
Alright.
Kyle is brave.
Yes, he is.
A lot of your Pokemon end up being brave. Just sort of works out that way.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you take the poster for Big Game Bart and you follow it to his home address.
EGB.
BGB, Big Game Bart. You knock on his door and you hear him go, "Coming." It takes a minute, and he opens the door and he's like,
list of humans.
"Hello."
Hello! I am Henry J. Orfeo.
Nice to meet you.
This is my Timber Blake.
Nice to meet you, Henry and Blake. I'm Big Game Bart. That's what they call me anyway.
That's an excellent name, sir.
Thanks. They call me that because I do a lot of big game fishing.
Is that what you
makes
mean by
sense
the
to
big
me.
one in this? I hold up
The big one.
flyer.
Oh, you're here about the job. Come on in. I'll let you know what's up. And he offers to let you all into his home.
I accept his offer and I walk into his home.
All right. The rest of you
I
are
had to.
following, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You all go into his home and you look around his home and it's got a lot of taxidermied water type Pokemon. Although
Does this count for Pokemon Zoe has seen?
no, I'm gonna go with no.
God damn it.
But yeah, you see a lot. You see a lot of
I'm
taxidermy
not going
Pokemon.
to tell Kyle about this.
About
You
what?
You quickly put Kyle back in his Pokeball.
About what?
About
Any-
how cool the inside of your house is. This should be seen on its own.
Oh,
and not
these.
described.
They're actually. He goes up to one of them and he like knocks on it, and it sounds hollow and plastic. He's like, actually, they're
That's
not.
less horrifying.
Yeah, no, I have an artist friend in another town, and what I do, I relish in the challenge of fishing, you know, but I don't actually like to kill the fish. I'm more of a catch and release kind of guy. What I do is I have this here, and he points to a shelf where he's got a very high-tech looking camera. And he's like, I use this to take 3D models of the fish I catch, and then I send that over to my buddy who's an artisan, and he recreates them for me and sends me back the statue.
Is this man the main character of Pokemon Snap?
My God.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's like, anyway, you guys are here about the job, right? The big one?
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got a buddy, right? And he was fishing up in this mountain lake up in the peaks. And he saw something absolutely massive. He couldn't tell me how big it was, somewhere in the range of like 20 to 30 feet, which is pretty big for a mountain lake, I gotta say. And he swears up and down he saw this thing, but nobody's really been able to prove it. So what I want you guys to do is come up there with me. We can have a nice day of fishing. See if we can find this big one. And whether we find it or not,
Big one.
the reward will be well, I mean, the prize for me will be either the big one or finding out there's not a big one. Either way, you'll get your money, and I can teach you guys how to fish.
You're gonna have
if
to
you
clear
want.
some room for that statue, huh?
Oh yeah. It's like I've got a spot picked out in my backyard.
Nice.
It's like, all right, why don't you all Do any of you have any of you got fishing rods, or do you know how to fish?
Ho ho ho! I pull out my newly acquired collapsible fishing rod.
My
I
dad used to
flick it
take me
open.
along, but we didn't really. I mean, I didn't really do it.
Oh, that's all right. I've got.
I only do city-based fishing. Never been to a lake.
Well, I can teach you all here. And he's like, I'll lend you all my rods for this job. So he hands Pandora and Liza fishing rods for to borrow for this expedition.
Ta-da!
I've got a couple spares. All right, let's. You all ready to head out? We can go right away.
I'm ready. Are you
Wonderful.
guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. No time like the present.
That's why it's a gift.
Wow.
God damn it.
All right, Liza, are you good? Are you good to go?
Liza Pisa.
Liza Pisa.
Yeah, I don't know how to fish, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, just be like learning a bike, riding a bike,
Like learning the
fishing with a
bike.
bicycle.
I was never good at riding my bike.
All right,
Oh,
so
That's
you
a
all.
shame. The bike lanes in the city are great.
I'm not. I wasn't raised in the city.
Oh, shame.
Shame. Shame.
All right, so you all make your way into the mountains. You follow him on the mountain trail. Why don't one of you, whoever wants to, roll me a random encounter? Going back to the Symbol Trail. You haven't been here in at least a day and a half.
I'll roll an encounter. Why not?
Sure, go for it. So let's see.
Tell
Roll
me
me a
again how that
D12.
works. Okay.
That's a 12,
Nice.
baby. Okay. Let me get my notes ready, and then we'll actually do this next session. But I can read you the prologue.
10
for it.
Corviknights descend from the
10
sky.
Corviknights.
Revenge for their fallen comrade.
I mean, ravens do have memory and communicate with each other.
Oh my god, it's gonna come back as a Corviknight and kill us.
Back and then greater numbers.
Oh.
All right, which one was this? This was this one here. Okay. All right, so you all are trekking down the Symbol Trail for some time. Let me get this set so it's in roughly the right location as I drag you all onto the map. Boot. And doop. And kazow.
Kazow?
Kazow. All right. This section of the path cuts through a small cavern. It smells a little terrible in here, and as you look up, you can see...
Zubats.
Yes, a couple of...
Motherfucker!
a couple of sleeping Zubats hanging from the ceiling, because it's daytime.
Zubat encounters in my TTRPG?
So yeah,
More
you...
likely than you think.
And we can deal with this. We can deal with this next time. Right now, they're all sleeping, but we can deal with this next time. So have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow for Tales of Symphonia.
Woo! It's finally back.
We've been doing it every. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.
Crobat, great Pokemon. Zubat, shit Pokemon. Fucking hate it.